Good afternoon, Valparaiso. This is Braiden Thornton with your VUTV 15 weather update on this Monday afternoon. Let's get started with those headlines. We have a wet start to your day Tuesday, so if you're headed out early, grab an umbrella. And then temperatures will be hovering near normal for this week ahead. So in mid-November, that's reasonably nice. And then we'll be eyeing Thanksgiving week, as that's going to be one of the busiest travel weeks of the year. But right now, cloudy in Valparaiso, 47 degrees, but you see over in Knox, still sunny, sitting at 48 degrees. Clouds haven't gotten there yet. 49 in Warsaw, same thing with Fort Wayne. Western portions of our area, 46 in Gary, same thing with Romeoville. Warmest spots on the map, Peru and Pontiac, sitting at 50 degrees. So let's time out this rain for you tonight. As you see, the clouds are started working their way in, but it will continue to work their way in. The precipitation doesn't really start until around or after midnight for much of the area. And then throughout the day, you see this kind of just moves eastward. By the time you're waking up 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, we're in the upper 30s, hovering around 40. Got some showers around, so chilly rain, but I wouldn't be surprised if these continued into the later morning hours throughout the area and eventually just all moves out. So let's look at our future rainfall. Not much, okay, just some little showers, nothing too crazy. 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch, some areas getting upwards of 3/10 of an inch, so not much rain at all. All right, let's look at that drought monitor. When I spoke to you a few weeks ago, there was a lot more coverage on this map. Now, much of this area, it's empty. Look at that. Many areas are no longer abnormally dry or in some moderate drought, so great news, we're back to normal in regards to precipitation. So, Thanksgiving week, all right? That's coming up next week, and many of you are probably wondering what it's going to be like. Well, we can't give exact details just yet, but let's give sort of a general overview of what we could see. So between the 23rd and the 27th, we're expecting above normal. This red means above normal. It does not mean blowtorch hot, it just means above normal temperatures. What's normal? Mid-40s for highs, mid-30s for lows. And we see that continue into the 25th through the 1st, which is the Thanksgiving period proper, but we see this blue start to creep a little bit towards the east, not quite in Valpo yet, but got cold here, warm here. You probably have some active pattern going on somewhere in between. So there'll probably be some sort of storm system to watch. And we look at our precipitation map, above normal for much of the country. So definitely going to be an active pattern nationwide. And I would watch around the Thanksgiving period for maybe a storm system of some sort. Don't know if it's going to be rain, don't know if it's going to be snow, or if it'll even occur. But the signals are definitely there for something to happen around Thanksgiving week. So just keep that in mind as you're traveling. And looking at our 7-day outlook for this week, we sit in the 40s tomorrow and Wednesday. Again, that rain in the morning hours here, about 50% chance of some showers. And then later the week, our warmest day of the week is going to be Thursday, hovering around 57 degrees. Clouds stick with us through midweek, and then maybe a little bit of sun peeking out, but still got those clouds around Friday through the weekend into Monday. And our temperatures hover right around 50, so a little bit above normal, above the normal of the mid-40s. And not too bad overall here. So if you're going to do some Thanksgiving traveling to avoid any mess, maybe this weekend is a time to do it. But of course, we will have to see how things play out. This has been Braiden Thornton with your VUTV 15 weather update on this Monday afternoon. Have a great rest of your day.